So it is Monday morning and Ash is back.
I'm back.
Ready for another episode of Behind the Blade. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more busy than last week. This morning we've just sorted the van out and we're pretty much good to go. As soon as Cameron gets here, we'll be off to a school to conduct some maintenance. So over at the school we start with some of the courtyards that we don't get access to often, and we get all of them weed sprayed. We also run around the school and saw all of the hedge works and get the place neat and tidy with the strimmer, checking the field also. So what was the best thing about holiday?
Sitting on the beach.
Worst?
Coming home. Missing you, eh?
Missing us. Anyway, we're pretty much done at this side of this school, so we've just got another side of the same school to go and get on top of, and then we've got to head back to the unit and await a delivery.
Remember the old saying? How much does it take to change a light bulb?
We are now back at the unit after sorting the school, and after the school we went to a parish council to take a walk around, just checking the tender pack, and yeah, it looks like a good one, so we'll get a price in for it and hopefully we are successful. Now just at the unit waiting for a delivery. I'm going to catch up on some quotes and bits and bobs that I didn't do at the weekend. Lads are sorting the van out. Once the delivery's been, on to the next one. Massive shout out to Fleet. We've now got our tank installed. It's the most cost effective way for line marking paint, so we shall obviously be letting you know how we get on with it. Right, time to lock the unit up after a coffee and get to the next job. So we're at the next job, and if you were watching us last winter, you'll know that we had a house that was horrendous full of leaves. And that's where we are today, and yet again this year we're having the same problem. Now, we've not invested in a leaf vacuum or anything like that, so it's going to be a bit of an arduous task to get them all blown up into a pile and then collected, but let's get on with it and see how we get on. So most of it's going to be the old-fashioned way with the premium leaf rake, and just get started blowing everything into smaller piles, and once we've got ourselves several piles we'll then go around with a bag and collect all the piles. There's still a lot of blowing to do, however I'm going to wait off for the backpack once these piles have been collected. The lads are out the back of the property doing a really good job, and what we're going to do with these is push these to the back and collect these at a later date, because there's still a lot more to drop from the trees above. Once all of that are done, we can walk around and you can see the progress that we have made. We've collected loads of leads. It's not perfect, but there's still more to come. I forgot to film at the end of the site, but the site has had all of the leaves collected and is looking amazing. We're now back at the unit. We're going to get all the bags into the trailer, ready to drop to the waste facility tomorrow and load the van up for tomorrow. And that is today done. It's Tuesday morning, we are on site. We've been here for a little bit now. We've just signed in. Me and Ash are just doing a walk around. Cameron is just doing some hedge work. We're just coming up with a plan of what needs doing and what we can do today, and then we'll crack on with it. But yeah, it's one of our large commercial sites, so it's going to be a long old walk. So when we first took this site on, all of these banked areas were around nipple height, and the facilities team and us are mega happy with the progress made so far. It's still not perfect, there's still areas to do, such as this steep bank, but we just can't get it on at the minute due to the weather. But we can do that in the new year. So we've been for our walk around, and now it's a well-deserved breakfast. It's one of the reasons we love this site. Nice little fry up. Forgot to mention, I'm going to have to put a disclaimer in for Ash's partner, because Ash is apparently on a diet, so he's probably just going to have like rabbit food or something. Our bellies are all full. The rain has started coming in thick and fast today, and it wasn't meant to. I'm just going to run off to the waste facility and get rid of these leaves. The lads are going to finish a little bit of hedge work at this site quickly, and then when I get back, they don't know it yet, but that'll be it for the day, because there's not a lot we can do here. The bits that we needed to do are now done, so there's no point getting wet and cold for no reason. So I've just been to the waste facility as you saw, and I'm on my way back to the site now, and I try and utilise my time in the truck to do important things. And I managed to catch up with my good friend Marcus from GSI Insurance. And what I love about Marcus at GSI, or using any family broker, but especially GSI, is I got my renewal back, and I think my renewal for this year for my fleet and all my insurances was about 14 grand. And I didn't even have to call him or send him a message to say, can you do any better? He'd already done the groundwork, he'd already searched the market to find the best deal for my business, and he's just literally come back to me and he's got it down to about 7 grand, which is insane savings even compared to last year. I think last year for our fleet and all our insurances was about 11 grand, and I took his advice this year. We've installed trackers, we've got dash cams installed, all of which are recognised by the insurance companies, and he's managed to get it down to 7 grand. So I'm like a Cheshire cat right now. So yeah, I just want to publicly say a mega thank you to Marcus from GSI Insurance. If there's anyone else in the trade that's looking for either employers, fleet, trade insurance, your public liability, they're definitely the go-to. I've trusted them for years and I've never gone elsewhere, and I won't, because with a service like that, who can ask for better? Anyway, I'm about 2 minutes away from the site. We're going to get a few bits and bobs shifted about for me to take back to the unit, and then the lads can go home. As I've already mentioned, we've done the bits that we need to do. I've had a word with the facilities manager. He's happy for other areas to be done at a later date, so we may as well reap the rewards of winter. I got a big job for you.
Off, I ain't saying it. What do you want?
Stop swearing, because
Okay.
that makes me do more editing.
Okay, what's the issue?
I got a big job for you.
Go on.
You can go home.
See you in a bit.
It's Wednesday morning, we are on site. Ash has just arrived. He's gone to pick up some higher ladders. We've got some 8-metre combination ladders. We don't own any henchmans or anything like that because it's so cheap to hire them. This is one of our residential jobs that we do like once a year. The family are business owners, and that's how we met them. So we're here at their property today. Got this large hedge on the drive to do, and then a couple out the back, but we'll get set up and get cracking. So starting off, we keep our feet on the ground doing all of the areas we can reach without the ladders, and then once we've done the whole length, we can get the ladders out. Oh, there we go. Nice and tight now. We've taken quite a bit off of it. You can see the dry patch on the floor if you look closely, but the one out the front is now done, so we can travel around the back and do 3 that are of similar sizes out the back of the property. So it's the same sketch round the back. We start off on the ground and then work our way up the ladder to tighten up the sides and finish off the heads. The camera angle doesn't do the length of that one justice, but once that's done, we can move on to this large one with our ground control mats on the floor catching all the waste. We can just lift these up and empty them into a waste bag together to keep it all neat and tidy. Working our way along, we can just finish off the sides and the tops on this one, and when we're done, tidy all the leaves in the garden and collect them also. But we are all done, so we've done those 2 large ones here, we've cleared the lawn of all the leaves, we've done the massive one behind us that runs around the perimeter of the property. We've just got a final blow up to do, and then we are out of here. After here, I'm going to run to the waste facility so the trailer's free for tomorrow, and then we've got one more hedge, which is a laurel at a very fussy client. So I'm now over at the waste facility whilst the lads are setting up at the very fussy client's house. 400 kilo. On to the next one. When I get over there, they've already made a start. They've just left the long bits at the back of the top of the hedge for my noodly arms.
You missed a bit.
So once we've hedge cut, a quick tidy. We're all sorted, just ready to pack up. For anyone that didn't guess from the subtle hints, this is Ash and his partner's house.
Hello, Jack.
You happy with your laurel?
Yes, mate. You just need to drop it a bit more now. For free.
Anyway, we'll head back to the unit. I've got a meeting discussing some top secret video information with Jordan from Say Something Video, and then we shall see you tomorrow. Morning, it is Thursday and we are on site. We're at one of our schools over in Milton Keynes. Now, last time we were here we spent quite a bit of time doing all of the hedge work and quite a bit of tidying, and I'm happy to say that most of the hedge work has stayed down, which is excellent news. So plan of action today is a quick tidy up with the leaf blower. We'll have to get the line marking sorted, and then we should be away onto the next visit. The next visit's also a school, but I don't think that school's going to be as quick as a visit. So let's get sorted here and get on with the day. So I'm just having my walk around quickly and I'm just dialing some photos to the team so they know the areas that they can get onto. But in other news, over my shoulder here is one of the testers that we had from Fleet. They gave us some testers for us to try before we adopted the tank. And if that was our previous paint supplier, we probably wouldn't even be able to see that on the floor. So it's going to make today's life a lot easier. And that has lasted a good 15 days on the ground. As we all know, it's not been dry and it hasn't been ideal conditions. So looking forward to a summer on that paint. So as I'm walking around and indulging in one of the perks of the job, seeing every sunrise and sunset, the lads are cracking on with trimming up all the weed heads and blowing up and tidying as they go. We're just doing all the hard standings. These are areas that we've sprayed and the areas have died off. I've then got a meeting with the facilities manager, and whilst I'm doing that, the boys are tackling the field on the line marker. So with 3 football pitches, 2 sets of grids and 2 handballs done, we are now good to go. Ash is just filling up the containers ready for the next site. Thank God for the jockey wheel, because we can take the trailer off now on site. We'll whack the trailer back on the vehicle and head to the next one. So we're at the next site. We've changed things around. We were going to go to the school straight after the other school, but we've decided to get on top of a job that was going to be for tomorrow, as it was just round the corner from the last site. And that is our football club client. So we've got 9 pitches to line mark today, and just check the grounds and give a report back to the facilities team. Up the MK City, let's go. So I'm going to leave this in the capable hands of the lads. 1, as because I don't want our trailer to get stolen, and 2, I need to chase a few things this morning and make some phone calls. So with all the admin sorted and the lines now on the ground at MK City, we can finally move on. And would you believe it, the plans have changed again. So we've decided to do all of the sports clubs today. The reason we was going to do the school today is there's quite a lot of leaves that need tidying, and we didn't want to do it in the rain tomorrow. However, tomorrow's looking fairly good, and also we've kind of missed the boat as we can't make a ridiculous amount of noise with the kids being about, and having the kids about as well maybe a little bit of a nightmare. So we're currently at one of our football clubs. We're going to get all the line marking sorted out and then move on to the next one. So today is basically just turned into a line marking day. So we get cracking with the line marking here. It's just 3 football pitches and a lacrosse, and then we head over to the next site where we've got another 5 football pitches. This isn't too bad. I've got to walk the pitches and just give a inspection report to the facilities managers also. I don't know why I never managed to capture anything excited, but we had an issue with the trike. Managed to diagnose it
and fix it.
Yes, Ash, co-presenting, and fix it. On to the next one. So the next one of the day is just 2 football pitches, nice and straightforward. So we are now at the final site, just giving the lines a quick check, and everything is all good here, so we've not got to get any of the equipment out. Today's been really good for me. The lads have basically been sharing the line marking, and I've been dealing with loads of admin that's just built up, so I'm trying to sort out little bits and bobs. It's finally finished the safe contractor accreditation bits and bobs, so that's all been sent off for audit. I will do a separate video on that, but it was mega straightforward. And we've managed to pull a couple of line marking jobs that we did have booked in for tomorrow into today. So it's been an active day, nothing too mental. After here we'll head back to unit, get loaded up ready for tomorrow. I've got a few things to sort out on the computer, and then that'll be us for the day. We'll see you tomorrow. Woo! It is Friday. We're on site nice and early at one of our schools. As part of the contract, we've got to help the facilities team here with areas of leaves that they can't handle. So lads have already started. We're just doing the main walkways, and then we're going to have to travel up to a different section of the school where apparently the leaves are really bad. We shall see. We've then got all the line marking to sort out, and then after here we've got other line marking jobs that we need to get on top of. So we start off at the south part of the school, blowing up all the hard standings into a pile, blowing them down the hill to make life a lot easier, and then when they're in a pile we can collect them with our big tarp and get them onto the trailer. Handballing them this way is way easier and you can get a large volume of leaves. We then just crack on with blowing up the school into piles onto the tarp and then getting them onto the trailer, having to compact it to ensure that we're going to have enough volume to fit all of them in. Okay, the leaves are basically done. We're just going to get the line marker out. I'm going to pop to the shops and grab some bungees so we can tarp up the trailer. Ash is going to get the line marker out and start line marking. We've got a good trailer full so far, and we've still got a little bit more to add. So yeah, let's get the line marking done, trailer preps, the rest of the leaves on, and we can move to the next one. So I'm doing a little bit more compacting and getting the tarps on top of the trailer to keep our load safe whilst the boys are finishing off the rest. Right, we're away from the school and we're at the line marking job. We've had to bring the mark out bag because we've got to move the pitch back 3 metres due to waterlogging. So I've just set out all the points. Luckily we can use the existing lines, measure out 3 metres from that, stake it and then string it from there. So yeah, we are up against it today. The school took a little bit longer than usual, so I'll get as much content as I can. So with the pitch all now marked out, it was fairly straightforward because we had lots of date and points to work off of. I'm just tidying up the sidelines and then I can head back to the van to get the trike away, and we need to get back to the unit for me to take the stuff to the waste. But you can now just about see how far we've moved it back. We've moved it back 3 metres and that's enough to get the pitch from the waterlogged area. Ash is at another job and I am here to get rid of the load of leaves that we collected earlier. And it can't be that heavy because the tipper isn't straining at all. With that big chunk of brick of leaves now on the floor, I can head off. Oh, there we go, we are all tipped. On the way to the weighbridge now. Let's see if it was a ridiculously heavy load or not. I don't mind coming here because it's fairly easy. It's all on a card with a count. So we just zap in and out when we get here. Let's have a look. Ah, half a load. It's only 900 kilos. It feels like a lot more when you've got to handball them onto the trailer. But making use of the tarps definitely helps. It's probably 3 or 4 dumpy bags on each tarp load, so happy days. It's been an interesting week. We've managed to fill the daylight hours, so we've been busy every day, which has been lovely this week, and next week will be more of the same. We're still yet to hear back from our safe contractor auditor, and as soon as we do, I will make a video and release that on the channel, so make sure you're subscribed to not miss anything. Being a bit of a YouTube nerd this week, and it's really cool to see that people from Australia and America watch these videos. So if you are in Australia or America, let us know in the comments and we can say hello. And I've also noticed that over 60% of the people that watch the videos aren't subscribed, so please hit that subscribe button. It's just clicking that little button underneath our channel name where it says subscribe. It doesn't cost anything and it helps us out to no end so we can produce these videos for you. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling. Ash is currently at Find and Volta marking out 5 pitches. We're not going to see that content as I won't see him before then to edit this video. And we are working tomorrow. I'm not going to film it. I'm going to take a day off from filming, but it's one of our regulars, so you're not missing out on anything. But again, thank you so much for watching this episode of Behind the Blade. It means the world. And yeah, hopefully we can grow this channel. We've got lots of exciting things to come. I'm sure all will be revealed very, very shortly. But yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.